would we now say, Houston, we have a problem? Because I've just ripped these things out of this yarn. No, yarn, what I'm talking about. This wool thing that I'm wearing there for the night. So that's how it looks. Very similar, doesn't it? But I've also heard that they're taking Morgellon fibers and they're integrating it into wool fibers, you know. I've also pulled out of my winter jacket that has this stuffing inside of it, with this nylon stuff, you know, and there were also moving Morgellons inside of it. Now, isn't that cool? So here's something to think about it, you know. This is how wool would look like if that is wool, you know. One has to examine everything, you know. And they also look kind of thick. But how do their front parts look like? Do they have snouts like Morgellons do? Look at this here. This looks very similar to something like I found there. Those bluish ones. Yes, maybe I'm just delusional. Maybe everything is delusional. Look at this. Is this wool or is this Morgellon? Like I said, they're using Morgellons everywhere. It also reflects. Why does it reflect? This is, like I said, this wool stuff that I'm wearing like a sweatshirt on its wool. I'm going to breathe at it. So if it's wool, then it shouldn't react. If it's made out of Morgellon material, then I have a problem. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Oh, look at this. There's one even moving at the top. Maybe it's the white one that moved. There's another one moving there behind her. To find it. Yep, look at them. I've got Morgellons I'm wearing Morgellons. Isn't that great? And a lot of it. That is scary. Houston, we have a big problem, Because you can't wash them off. You need, you know, the water would have to be boiling, I guess, 1,000 degrees. Then you may kill those guys. So isn't that something? So it's not. How do you say this? I'm having here Morgellons clothings, right? So that blue yarns that I took out, those are Morgellons yarn. Darn. You can see which one is moving around really wild. Then these are, they don't like the heat somehow. Looking. Now I'm breathing. Because when it's only breath, wind, then it looks like this, right? Shaking. But this guy is always coming back. Like I know from other Morgellon situations. Oh god. So what should we do? They look like Christmas trees. Christmas lights. And so they don't move, right? The body made it. Okay. So I guess those scientists seem to be right, and I'm wrong. Just like this one lady at that barn, you know, somebody asked her about Morgellons, and she's mentioned something like they are integrating Morgellon fibers in clothing, in wool, synthetic. It keeps you warm, and you have always company with you. So when you get lost in the woods, you always have someone to talk to, right? Always someone to talk to. They don't seem to like that. Why don't you like that? Tell me, why don't you like that? I'm talking to you. This is very no good. Very no good. What about here? Do we see anything here? This is just our body here. And some in the background there. Some on top, right? Look at this. This is scary. Where is it? There it is. One more time. Wow, this is something, huh? This is something. I'm going to include this also into my collection. Now I've rolled this together like that to make it a little bit room saving in the pouch. So now they stopped moving. Let's try again. No, they seem to be still, right? Yeah, it stopped moving. I took another wool specimen and I've been breathing here, and at the bottom part there was some moving after a while. Let's do it one more time. Yep, there's some moving as well. Isn't that something? Huh. You don't have to look very far to find Morgellons. They're everywhere. Everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. So when I'm singing here, they should be moving at all, because I'm looking at the screen backwards. Look at them dancing, wow. So, bingo. So one more time, here's the whole group. There's the nice colored one with greenish, you know, kind of opened up a little bit. Maybe he feels comfortable in there now. And more to the right is where I've put those samples I just took from my sweater, from this wool sweater. Right, Morgellons? Yes. I just took them there and I put them in there. Those 2 times. So here's the bluish color, you know? The bluish color, look at this here. Whoops. And look at the bluish color that I found. Where are they? When you need them? See, look at this. They're very identical, I would say. So no wonder you might say, then this is not real. But we just saw what it is, right? These things are real. These are Morgellons. Look at the string. Look at the ball of yarn, the way they're put in a ball together. You know, like they want to be cozy or something like that, you know? Just like all the other ones. Where are they when you need them? See, everywhere. And that is a shade down there. They seem to go like that. Well, it's just a good way to keep on moving. So I'm sending this as well. They may not do anything about it, but at least the ones who are going to analyze a few samples, or maybe a sample, I don't know, they will have something in their hand, something unusual to think about, you know. Or maybe they're gonna dismiss this as delusional. Well, that's okay. They may dismiss it the way you want, because there's never-ending story. These Morgellons are everywhere. Huh? Check out your jeans, whatever you're wearing. We are being assimilated day and night. Your handies are being scanned. You're being scanned. These guys are there. Scary, scary, scary stuff.